This is super fun. This is a 4x4 Active Aqua tray. These are better for my application because I can grab them myself. I don't need a hand. They're really sturdy and they're taller, and they're getting away from making this style because most people don't run the application like this. But anyway, these are rad. I got a bunch of them and I'm getting to do experiments with them. If something is working in your life, in your business, or just in general, do more of it. This is working, okay? This is a 4x4 basin of red root floaters. But right now, this is an experiment that's going on simultaneously with G44. So this is G49. G49 and G44 started about with almost the exact same amount of red root floaters, but we're doing just one thing different. This has no water flow at all on it, and we're using exclusively our growth juice fertilizer on it. And what's happening is these plants are getting more and more of the green. They're not hitting too much of the red, which means they're in full veg mode, if you will. They're just growing like crazy, like crazy. What people would like is they want the red more red. The red comes out when they have used all the excess nutrients and are slowly starting to get deprived of the fertilization. So this one I'm fertilizing with growth juice. This other one over here, I'm just running a la natural, but I'm running it with water flow and I'm running it with a soil substrate underneath. Let's go check that one out. This is the other experiment. This is G44. This is connected to the lower basin, which is soil substrate. This is all the more water flow that I have going on in here. The water flow sits there. Red root floaters do not like water flow, but it's aimed down and it's over a big area, so it's not too bad. And I'm loving the way this is looking. This is absorbing the excess nutrients and what have you that is always common when you put soil as your substrate. So down underneath here, I have a bunch of jungle violet that we've been planting, which is growing like mad too, but you have to do a ridiculous amount of water changes to get the water column more clear of nutrients. So what we've done is we are using this floating beautiful red root floater plant on top of here, and it looks different. There's what G49 looks like. This is what G44 looks like. You can see the difference in the growth here. This is actually taking up everything out of the water column and is growing brighter, which means this plant is working harder and taking more nutrients out of the water column from the soil substrate than that one over there, which is just being fertilized. So actually that one has enough nutrients in there and it's still feeding the plants and they're growing. This has slightly less, which means this is doing its job in here to clean out the nutrients from underneath, and it's actually starving out a little bit, giving us this red on the red root floaters. This is a purebred basin too, by the way. There's hardly any duckweed at all in here, which takes forever to work on, but this is a fire freaking plant right now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Stop at the red root floaters. So we're loving it. And then what we'll do is if we want to set up experiment numero tres, we will take from equal amounts from one of those or the purebreds that don't have any of the duckweed, and we'll roll from there. But I am just loving the way this crop is looking right now.